Welcome to SlinkerCAD. This is tutorial number 11 on CATIA Constraint Toolbar. In this video, we will see how to access Constraint Toolbar, what are different types of constraints, what is Animate Constraint, what is Multi-Edit Constraint, and what is Auto Constraint. We can access different constraints from Constraint Toolbar available here, or else we can go to Insert, go to Constraint, and you can find different constraints available here. Here I have a sketch which needed to be constrained. Always remember there are two types of constraint, geometrical constraint and dimensional constraint. Now if I want to provide radius here, just select the element, just go to constraint define dialog box. Here just give radius, give OK. And if you want to provide length for this, just select the element, go to this constraint define dialog box, give length, give OK. Now you have one more option here called constraint. Okay, that is constraint define dialog box. This is constraint. Select this constraint and select the element. You will get the length. Now if you want the distance between these two, so just select these two elements using control and give constraint. So you will have distance. Now if you want to constrain geometrically, so I need to constrain this element with this vertical axis. Select these two elements, select this constraint. So here I am getting a distance. I don't want distance, I want coincidence. So just press right click and give coincidence. So this and all are alternative constraints available for those two elements. So from that I need coincidence. I have selected coincidence. So it is coincider. Okay. So I'll select these two elements and I will select constraint. So I'm getting a distance. I'll get right click and I'll just coincide. Okay. So this is one way. So you can constrain it by two ways, either by using constraint define dialog box or else using this constraint element. I'll just constrain this. I'll constrain this element and I'll constrain this element. So here I will just provide angle. Now if I want to edit this parameter, just double click on it. Just double click and edit it. Now I have to edit all the elements. It will be difficult or it will take time, it will consume time just editing each element, go and double click it. Instead of that you have one more option called edit multi constraint. Go to edit multi constraint. Go to edit multi constraint. So here you can find all the parameters available. So each parameter you can change it. Suppose this value, if I want to change it 20, if I want to change this to 50 mm, change it. If I want to change this to 70 mm, you can change it. So here you can see the initial value was 33.491 and now the current value is 35, which is changed value. If you want to restore, now it is been changed to 35. If you want to restore the initial value, you can just restore it. Okay. And if I want to change it, I'll just change it. Okay. And give OK. So now I have changed my parameters. Okay. So this is how you will use edit multi constraint. Till now we saw how to manually constrain a sketch. Now if you want to constrain it automatically, you have one constraint option called auto constraint. Just select that auto constraint. Select all the elements which you needed to constrain. Elements to be constrained, all the elements are selected and you need to provide the reference element. So I will provide this both as my reference. I'll give OK. See, now it is constrained. As I told you, this green in color shows that my sketch is completely constrained or ISO constrained. When it is in white in color, if I just delete any one parameter, so you can see it is white in color. That means it is under constraint. It is not constrained. So you have to constrain either geometrically or by dimensionally. Okay. Now if suppose I provide one more constraint here, what will happen? It is over constrained now. Now this sketch is been over constrained. That's why it is in magenta in color. Okay. So there are three kinds of colors: magenta, white and green. So green is completely constrained. Magenta will be over constrained, which you doesn't require. So just delete that. And white is under constraint, which you need to constrain it. Okay. Now we can see how to use contact constraint. Select contact. Select the element to be constrained. So here I have contact constraint. Now we will see how to animate a constraint. Just select animate constraint. Just select the parameter to be constraint. And here are the first value and here are the second value. Just play. Just replay. So this is how you will have your animate constraint. Loop it and now just play it. Thank you. For more videos, please subscribe our channel SlingerCAD for further updates.